leave it all behind you. I said, take down everything that stands in your way. Don't stop believing it'll work out again, my friend. Stand out and be a part of everything good. Wake up, you're gonna be all that you should. Try out all the things you've always wanted to be. You'll see, 'cause I know what I know, that you've got it in you, and I see that you are a winner.
Remember this movie? Yeah, I just got done watching it. Every now and then I just feel like watching a really bad movie with really bad special effects, but I don't know why. I love the movie. It's just so incredibly stupid. It's like, I don't know, I love the special effects when the whole world is going to hell. It's just, anyway. The plane is flying and the world is collapsing underneath it. That kind of stuff is really cool. Even though it's really incredibly fakey, I still sometimes enjoy that kind of a movie. But it's so incredibly stupid. It's like, you know. But at the same time, there's one thing about 2012 that I hate more than anything else. And I could bet every penny I own that the person who wrote it or put it together was a Christian. Just look at the atheist in the movie. Played by Oliver Platt. Yes, we make no secret about the fact that he's an atheist. He mocks religion, he mocks prayer, he mocks pretty much everything that's good and decent throughout the entire movie. In fact, it's like I could totally see a Christian, okay, what would an atheist, how would an atheist react to the situation? You know, the stereotypical whatever version of atheists that so many Christians have in their head, that the idea that they have in their head of what an atheist is like. This is the character that Oliver Platt, or Plate, however you say his name, portrays. If you watch 2012 and look how they put this guy, presented this guy, it is fucking insulting. My favorite scene is that, well, first of all, he doesn't save his aging mother. He's, oh, well, she's old, let her die in her way. He doesn't save his ex-wife either. Oh, she said, I never want to see you again, so be it. Doesn't save his ex-wife. Totally cares less about his ex-wife. Is resigned to leaving mom behind. Doesn't seem to be too affected by that. You know, and it's like, oh, you know, president's not coming with us. Oh, I guess I'm in charge now. It's all about power. It's all about me, me, me. But the part that really kills me is at the end, when you have this sappy, happy reunion when John Cusack's character, I mean, the whole ship somehow is able to see this televised. Everybody's waiting to see if he'll survive. The little kid's going, Daddy! And the wife is going, oh. And everybody's pins and needles. Is he alive? Did he live? Is he drowned? What's going on? And all of a sudden he appears and everybody's hugging and everybody's cheering on the ship. Everybody's so happy. And the atheist is looking around completely puzzled by why is everybody so happy? He just doesn't understand the joy that everybody's experiencing, the happiness. You know, what? He doesn't get it. You know, the whole reunion, the happiness, the hero returns, the emotion, totally doesn't get it. Because he's an atheist. He just doesn't relate to such things as happiness and joy and good, wholesome family values. He can't possibly understand such things because all he cares about is money and power. because he's an atheist. And I'm sorry, I like watching 2012. Because of the special effects. And, you know, I really like the guy, I can't think of his name, Woody, the guy who plays the crazy guy, Charlie, up on the mountain. He was in, I can't think of his name now, but anyway, he played Woody in Cheers, okay, and he's in a lot of great things. He's in Hunger Games, and his first name really is Woody. Anyway, he's in the movie, and I love his character. And I kind of like the story, although I hate the fact that the big Russian guy dies, and I hate the fact that the cute little blonde girl with the little dog, she dies. It's like, why? But mostly I enjoy end of the world kind of movies, and this one's it's eye candy. You know it's stupid, but it's still fun, and I always laugh when they show Hawaii and it's just the seething cauldron of fire and molten lava. It's like, yeah, there's Hawaii. It's a fun movie. It's not to be taken seriously, but to get through it, I have to put up with the huge insult that is Oliver Platt's character. And you know he's written that way, and he's told, oh, I want you to be as evil and as heartless and as unfeeling toward your fellow man as possible. You know this was put together by a theist who wants to reinforce the stereotype that exists, that atheists are just horrible, evil people, totally incapable of understanding things like a father's reunion with his family. I just don't understand why everybody's so happy. So I felt like I would, you know, it kind of was bothering me. I decided, you know what? I'm going to have a rant about it. It pisses me off that these kind of movies, that this kind of portrayal of people who don't believe in God is put in people's faces. And what's really sad is a lot of Christians would watch this and nod their heads and go, yep, that's because he's an atheist. He's a horrible person because he doesn't have God. Yeah, that's... Honestly, some people would look at that character and actually think it's true. It's true to life. That's what an atheist is like when they don't have God in their life. They're just the shallow, total, uncaring, uncompassionate person and totally incapable of feeling anything for anybody else but themselves. Some Christians will watch this movie and actually think that that's how atheists are. Yep. Reinforces the belief. This kind of stuff, this kind of portrayal reinforces the belief. If I was an actress and they were offering me a lot of money to play an atheist and they wanted that atheist to be that kind of a person, I'd say, I wouldn't take the part. I would not do anything to reinforce this kind of a stereotype about a whole group of people. So, Oliver Platt, shame on you. Maybe he's a Christian, though. Maybe he actually thinks that's how atheists are. Or maybe he just doesn't care. You know, I mean, if Native Americans are portrayed badly, it's in the news. People complain. People protest if Native Americans are portrayed in a stereotypical way. Or black people, for that matter. Or Jewish people. People would protest. But because it's an atheist, nobody really cares. It's just an atheist. You know, who cares? You can... However you want to make them look, if you want to make them look like the most horrible people on the planet because they don't believe what you believe, that's perfectly okay. There will not be protests or marching in the streets or people throwing fits. No. Because, you know, I think the majority of atheists have just learned that's the way the world is. We're the one minority that it's okay to portray in a negative way or this. Anyway, I'm sorry. This is a rant. This is me having a rant. Just kind of, it bothers me because I like the movie, and yet to watch the movie, I have to put up with this insulting portrayal of an atheist. Why couldn't we have an asshole in the movie who was a Christian? Why couldn't we? Why is it an atheist? I just, you know, really. There's a lot of assholes in the world that are Christians. You know? Okay, so that's the end of my rant. I had to say it. I just had to get it out. There's really no way to tie up this video because I've already said it. It just pisses me off, and it gets old after a while. It gets old. And then again, Christians ask, well, why are atheists so cranky? Why are they angry? Because it gets old. You know, this failure to understand that atheists are just like everybody else. They just don't believe in God. That doesn't mean they don't have compassion and kindness and love for their fellow human. Instead, we get to have this kind of representation, and all these people who believe everything they see, hook, line, and sinker. Oh yeah, well, that's the one. Honey, that's because he doesn't have God. Yeah. Anyway, if you've been watching, thanks. Bye.